Insurance premiums are one of the biggest drivers of inflation. This chart shows the annual change in the cost of coverage, with policies increasing by 14% in the 12 months to June. Premiums are rising faster than inflation or the Consumer Price Index, which increased 3.8% in the same period. So, what happened at this point?
We've had a combination of both inflation, the cost of building has risen around 27%, we've had 20 declared insurance catastrophes.
Climate change, the cost of labour and materials, higher claim costs, and even the types of cars we drive are all working together to push up the cost of premiums. Why is insurance so expensive? The ABS data doesn't tell us exactly what's happening with each specific type of insurance, but we can look elsewhere to find out what's happening with car, home, and health insurance. A report from the Actuaries Institute found the price of home insurance rose 28% in the year to March 2023. But for homes in flood-prone areas, it was as high as 50%. Premiums have also been rising for car insurance. Research by Finder suggests they increased more than 10% in 2023 and are up nearly 20% since 2021. In better news, health insurance hasn't risen as dramatically. It's heavily regulated by the government, and annual price hikes need to be signed off by the health minister. Insurers had asked for premiums to increase by up to 6% from April, but were only approved for an average of 3.03%. But some private health insurers have raised premiums on some policies by more than quadruple the approved average, according to Choice. Any discussion about insurance is definitely going to raise up one topic: climate change. Payouts for weather-related claims have become more frequent over the last decade, pushing up premiums overall. The 2022 floods in southeast Queensland and the Northern Rivers in New South Wales turned out to be the most expensive Australian natural catastrophe on record, leading to insured losses of $6 billion. Let's have a look again at the insurance inflation chart. The 2022 floods took place between February and early May, and we can see that insurance prices took off around September of that year.
Flood is our most expensive peril that is insured in Australia. It adds the most amount to a premium.
Claim costs are increasing, and that's because it costs more to replace things these days. This chart shows they've risen steeply over the past 3 years. The cost to repair cars is also increasing, and that's partly because of the vehicles we're choosing to drive.
Cars are becoming more complex pieces of technology, while at the same time accident rates haven't changed, but the cost of repairing those cars has gone up.
But is there something else going on? How much are profits influencing your insurance premiums? For insurance company IAG, it made a net profit after tax of $407 million in the half year ending December 2023. But this was down 13% from 6 months earlier. For Suncorp, in the second half of the year, it made a net profit after tax of $582 million, a 5.43% increase. For insurer QBE, it made a profit of $1.3 billion after tax in the full calendar year ending in December 2023, more than double compared with 2022, driven in part by higher income from premiums. But insurers say they're losing money from premiums.
They're largely being subsidised by other forms of insurance and investment pools.
We know that insurance premiums are really expensive right now. So, what are your options?
Our recommendation always is shop around, make sure every year that you've got the best, most competitive premium available to you for the right sort of cover.
There are other things you can do. Some insurers offer you a discount if you pay up front, and you can also play with your excess. For car insurance, you can pay a lower rate if you agree to drive fewer kilometres. These are all things you should consider next time that renewal notice comes in.